Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation 2. Alright, finally we got first in the 5th competition and I got one last job to do before we reach 100%. Alright, come to that later on. I always thought that what's the job that we have on hand is the one that gives us 100%. This is the one I always thought, but unfortunately not, and also fortunately not, because that job, once I complete it, I'm just at 99%. I've always holding on to the 86 EP job because I'm very worried that we may reach 100% sooner than wanted. So I've been holding on it, and there was the moment that I thought that I just got to do it because otherwise I may be losing. So and to my pleasant surprise, that just put me to 99%. Never thought that there's one more job at the behind of the scene that could close off the flame, the Olympic flame. So I'm really happy with that. You can see that actually that's the Olympic flame, which is the final job, which once you complete it, that will be 100%. And I'm really happy we managed to hold on to the last job, which is 100 EP. We could come to that maybe the later part of this video, but more importantly, what I'm trying to say is that if we hold on to that job, it just means that we'll be 99% again in the last competition. That gives us an edge over the rest of the players, which I totally enjoy and experience in this 5th competition itself. People, I believe, have already completed 100%. That's why in terms of the quantities they got to deliver is so much more than what I need to do. Mine always is staying at the region of between 600 to a max of 1000. That 1000 is because we went to the 3rd round of customers already. So you take a look at this, when we finish the 2nd round and it goes to the 3rd round of customers requests, the quantity would be increasing, but that said, it is still much lower to people that may have a premium on top of that once you hit 100% completion. So I still want to uphold the fact that 99% strategy works. I'm still holding to it until maybe the last competition, at the last moment. Probably then we'll release that final job and we can have that Olympic flame torch up and a celebration. I think generally that will be happening in the last competition. Hopefully I can rehold it all the way to the end, probably the last moment. If that's the case, I think that's the best scenario we can ask for, because that means that the whole of 3 days, 6 competition, I'm hoping that my quantity will not be as huge as those other people who have completed 100%. So that's what I've been enjoying throughout this short 2 days 5th competition. Because of that, really very smooth, very fast, and yet competitors are not that aggressive. It's not that they're not aggressive, they are still aggressive in a way, but it's just that the quantity is just too much for them to handle. That's why their progress is so slow. I actually take a gamble at the end of this video. You understand what I meant. I was almost at the verge of clicking the 100 EP job, which I come to that later on, which is the Olympic job, at the last moment, because I'm really worried that once we lose out, we'll lose 100 coins. But still be holding the fact that the opponents are not that strong after all. So I take a gamble and think we won. There isn't any jammers at the end. Probably it's too much for them to jam. So that's the very happy ending here. We all happens to get first once a while, or once in a blue moon right now. I used to be able to get like 6 first in any events. That was early part in my before they switched the methodology of mixing people of the same levels at 300, 399 in the same group. So with after that, I think I didn't have that frequent first anymore. This has been really some time since I got first. Most of the time I got 2nd and 3rd because of jammers, but this time round, I think probably at the 5th competition, jammers would already have gotten the trains that they wanted. They don't feel the need or the requirement to jam. Henceforth, I'm so happy we get first again. Why is it important to get first? I mean, besides that icon, I mean, you got a player icon that you get first. Just one first, that'll be sufficient, because with just one first, you already have that icon. Even you get 6 times first, you only get 1 icon, right? So just 1 time will suffice. Second thing about it is the first and second has a difference of 100 summer coins. That is one big box. And last but not least, more important of all, is really the headquarter points. Getting first itself have more headquarter points. So really happy in that context. Alright, so with that, let's see our progress right now. As for the reward path, I did mention we have already claimed the final train in the last video. Although it's duplicate, but the epic is really good. So in this last part of it, I'm going to show you that 100 EP job. But for now, why am I doing so well in this 5th competition is because of the levels that I am. Like you can see 23/25. Majority of them are like that at this competition, because I'm at the tail end of the second round of the customer's request. Because of that, the EP was quite good. That contributed to the total EPs, allow me to propel all the way up to the first spot. So and of course I'm preparing to click the 100 EP anytime later on. Just like now, I'm almost wanted to keep this 86 because I'm so worried that it will be 100%, like I said earlier. But at one point I really gotta click it. Alright, so you can see the beautiful stadium. At this juncture, this is what I meant, almost losing. So I decided to go ahead because I can't do anything else. I'll just go ahead and click that. And with that transformation, alright, you can see there the stadium is done. This is the end of round 1 for it, and the Olympic Flame is the one that I've collected, and I need to unlock it by completing that job, and that is the last job on hand with 100 EP before we reach 100%. Alright, so that is that's it. I mean, it's not difficult job anyway. It's just 1 to 2 of those records there, and once we are done, it's EP of 100. So at this juncture, by clicking on just now the 86th one, I will propel ourselves back to the first with 598. The competitors are closing really close, closing in quite aggressively, but managed to hold them back because of my high EP jobs on hand, like 53/36. If you are starting again in the third round of 1/25, it'll be 22/20, so it's quite poor. But if you are at the tail end like mine, it'll be very high. Some, I think the last job could give you 71 or so. So that all this contributed towards the high EP collection, that and hence of course pushing ourselves away from the rest of the competitors with a little bit of gap and a bit more comfortable. I've collected that 100 EP if I really need to, but I'm really fortunate I did not need to do that last resort. So I managed to hold it off, and I managed to just keep it for the next competition, which is the last one, as I mentioned. And I'm not going to collect it as the so-called the EP head start for it. Alright, I'm just going to collect the rest of the 4 jobs as EP head start, but not this 100 EP. I'm going to put it to the end of it so as to fight for a better ranking, hopefully top 3, if not minimally top 5, hopefully. But if we can, with the 100 EP, I think it helps a lot. So here we are with a lot more of the quantities to deliver as we proceed further. Almost every job is coming to round 2 till end, and this is round 3 1/25 job. It's getting smaller and smaller in terms of EP, but the quantity is getting larger and larger. As I mentioned earlier, 100% adds on a premium. So if you could hold it back, by the way, if you're still at 98%, go ahead and do complete that stadium. You still got 1 job to go, so do not be too afraid of that, as what I'm really fearful of initially. So here we are at 934, quite comfortable. That's why I make a gamble. I collect that, but not the 100 EP, and with that, I think the gap is good enough for us to maintain first, hopefully. That was what I'm thinking. You can see here 956, and then Burger get closed in at 908. That worries me a little bit, because I'm quite worried that the third guy there may just jam and go all the way, or a Burger may just jam to get a minimal example 50 or 49, and he'll be first. So I'm really happy at this juncture. No jammers happening. You can see as the second countdown, my heart's get pumping harder and faster. So really happy at this juncture. We did it. Alright, I still prefer my Santa Claus look. Alright, so we have 1,220 coins and 7,000 over summer keys. I'm not going to exchange any yet in terms of train, but I believe the coins you can go ahead and collect. Mega box likewise, you can go ahead. So with that, try our luck on one mega box right now. I'm gonna keep that 1,000 summer coins later on to exchange for legendary. But hopefully, if we cross to the new region, we will change the new region. Otherwise, it's belief we just got to expand the fleet here. Right, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe, and have a good rest. Goodbye.